You stayed faithful, prayed daily, and still lost everything. So why would God allow that? Sometimes the pain you want God to remove is the same pain changing you. Daniel was 26, quiet, hard-working, simple life. He worked at a small electronics store and lived alone in a tiny apartment. Every morning before work, he prayed for a few minutes. Faith was the only thing keeping him emotionally stable. Life had never been easy. His father died early. His mother struggled with health problems. Money was always tight. Still, Daniel believed life would improve someday. But 1 year changed everything. The store suddenly shut down. He lost his job overnight. At first, he stayed positive. God will provide, he kept saying. But weeks passed, then months. No callbacks, no job offers. His savings disappeared slowly. Rent, bills, and anxiety kept growing. But the hardest part wasn't money. It was watching everyone else move forward while his life stayed stuck. One night he opened social media before sleeping. Big mistake. Friends posted promotions, vacations, engagement photos. Meanwhile, Daniel sat alone, checking how much money remained in his bank account. That night, he looked up and whispered, "God, I'm trying. Why does it feel like you're against me?" No answer, only silence. Over time, Daniel became emotionally exhausted. He stopped replying to people, stopped attending church regularly. Even prayer felt empty. He still believed in God, but he felt forgotten. One afternoon, he visited his mother at the hospital. While waiting outside, he noticed an older man sitting nearby. The man looked calm, peaceful. After a few minutes, he smiled and asked, "Long day?" Daniel laughed quietly. "You could say that." The conversation started casually, but eventually Daniel shared everything. The job loss, the fear, the stress, and finally, he admitted, "I feel like God abandoned me." The older man stayed quiet for a moment, then asked softly, "Do you think suffering always means punishment?" Daniel didn't answer, because deep down, that's exactly what he believed. The man said, "Joseph was betrayed. Job lost everything. David lived in fear. Even Jesus suffered. So pain cannot mean God abandoned you." Daniel listened carefully. Then the man said something that stayed in his mind. "Sometimes suffering reveals what comfort hides." Daniel realized something instantly. Before losing his job, his peace depended on success. When life felt stable, he felt secure. When life became difficult, he felt worthless. His faith depended too much on circumstances. For the first time, he understood that. The older man smiled gently. "Maybe this season isn't destroying you. Maybe it's rebuilding you." Before leaving, he added, "Don't only ask when suffering will end. Ask what it's teaching you." That night, Daniel prayed honestly for the first time in months. "God, I don't understand this season, but don't let me become bitter." Nothing changed immediately. He still needed work, still had bills, still felt uncertainty. But slowly his mindset changed. He rebuilt simple routines, morning walks, prayer, reading scripture, helping his mother more often. And over time, he noticed something strange. This painful season was changing him. He became more patient, more humble, more understanding toward hurting people. Before this, he judged struggling people easily. Now he understood pain personally. A few months later, an old friend called unexpectedly. A small company needed technical support staff. Daniel applied and got the job. The salary wasn't huge, but sitting alone after work one evening, he realized something important. If he had never suffered, he would never have changed. The pain didn't destroy him. It matured him. Because sometimes God changes your situation, and sometimes he changes you through the situation. Many people think faith means always feeling strong, but real faith is continuing to trust God when life makes no sense. Sometimes faith means praying without answers. Sometimes faith means surviving seasons you never wanted. And maybe someone watching this feels exactly like that right now. You smile around others, but silently carry stress, fear, loneliness, or exhaustion. And maybe lately you've been asking, God, what's the purpose of this pain? The truth is, not every painful season has an immediate explanation. But suffering is not always proof God abandoned you. Sometimes, difficult seasons build strength, wisdom, patience, and faith. The people with the strongest faith usually survived the hardest battles. So don't give up. Not yet. One day, you may realize the season that almost broke you was the season that changed you most. If this message touched your heart, subscribe to Jesus Faith for more Christian motivation, and comment below, God is still working in my life.